Hi, greetings, fellow Whovians. Whovian Queen here. I am back once again. Thank you all so much for being so patient with me. Um, Basically, I had an unexpected surgery last week, but thankfully I am feeling a lot better now, and I am back. So let's get into continuing our look with the Capaldi era with the Dr. Falls. Aboard the colony ship reversing from the event horizon of Black Hole, the 12th Doctor finds Bill has been converted into a Cyberman. The Master and Missy capture the Doctor, but had earlier surreptitiously reprogrammed the Cybernet to target Time Lords as well, forcing them to flee. Nardole arrives in a commandeered shuttlecraft to rescue them. The Doctor is electrocuted by Cyberman, but is saved by Bill. They evacuate to a higher level of the ship containing a solar farm populated by children and a few adults fighting off early Cybermen prototypes. The Doctor recovers, but suppresses the early signs of regeneration. Belle initially remains unaware of her transformation, her strong mind acting like a perception filter, until one of the children inadvertently reveals the truth to her. Belle sheds a tear, which the Doctor calls a hopeful sign. Missy and the Master discover a camouflage lift, a possible escape route. But when they call for it, an upgraded Cyberman arrives, which the group destroys. The Doctor warns that the time dilation affords the Cybermen more time to evolve and strategize. Nardole discovers the floor directly below the solar farm contains fuel pipes. He is able to trigger controlled explosions, which are used to exaggerate the humans' defensive strength and defeat the Cybermen's initial attack. Knowing this ploy only delays their inevitable defeat, the Doctor instructs Nardole to lead the human community to a solar farm on another floor and remain there to safeguard them. Bill stays to fight with the Doctor. Despite the Doctor's impassioned plea, Missy and the Master abandon them, intending to take the lift to the lowest level and escape in the Master's TARDIS. Missy, however, changes her mind and stabs the Master, which will trigger his next regeneration. He retaliates by shooting her in the back with his laser screwdriver, telling her she will not regenerate. Both laugh over the irony of their mutual betrayal before the Master departs. An army of Cybermen arrive, but are warded off by the Doctor until he falls after being shot. Surrounded, the Doctor ignites all the fuel pipes, engulfing the farm in a fireball and destroying or disabling the Cybermen. The Doctor lies still as Bill kneels beside him. She suddenly finds herself outside of her Cyberman body in her human form. Heather appears, having found Bill through her tears. She saves Bill by transforming her to an entity like herself. They leave the Doctor inside his TARDIS, and Heather invites Bill to explore the universe with her. Bill sheds tears for the Doctor before leaving with Heather. The TARDIS arrives in a snowy landscape and the Doctor awakens, briefly dazed and confused. Refusing to keep continually changing, he emerges and seemingly stops his regeneration. Within, the cloister bell sounds an alarm as the Doctor encounters his original incarnation. Bum bum bum. So now let's take a look at some continuity surrounding this episode. Missy mentions that the Doctor once died in a fall, referring to events of Legopolis, in which one of previous incarnations causes the Fourth Doctor to fall from a radio telescope tower. During the final battle, the Doctor lists the various sites of his encounter with Cyberman: Mondas, Telos, Planet 14, Voga, Canary Wharf, and the Moon. He also mentions Marinus, a reference to the events of Grant Morrison's Sixth Doctor comic The World Shapers, in which the planets Vord evolve into Cybermen. The lizard also suggests that Mondas, Planet 14, and Marinus are all the same planet. And now let's take a look at some outside references. Nardole tells his family community to remember the Alamo as they shore up the farmhouse's defenses. The Alamo mission was overrun by General Santa Anna's troops in 1836, and Remember the Alamo became a rallying cry for the independent troops, which later defeated the Mexican army to form the Republic of Texas. Missy calls the human community the Waltons, a reference to the American TV series The Waltons, a show about a farming family with several children during the Great Depression. And now let's take a look at the production of this episode. The reader for this episode took place on February 21st, 2017. On March 6, 2017, the BBC said that the work on the final 2 episodes of the series had begun. Rolled enough in time in this episode, Rachel Talalay returned to direct her 3rd consecutive series finale. Filming for the episodes and the series as a whole concluded on April 7th, 2017. The final scene involving David Bradley was filmed as part of the filming of the Christmas special in June 2017. David Bradley appears at the episode's conclusion as the First Doctor. Bradley portrayed William Hartnell, the first Doctor's actor, in the docudrama An Adventure in Space and Time, and appeared as the villain Solomon in Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, as well as voicing the character of Shanshith Blue in Death of the Doctor in the Doctor Who spin-off series The Sarah Jane Adventures. This is the final on-screen appearance of Michelle Gomez as Missy. Since 2018, she was reprised the role for many Doctor Who audio dramas from Big Finish Productions. John Simm makes his final on-screen appearance as the Master. He has since reprised the role in the audio drama Masterful from Big Finish Productions, alongside Gomez, as well as Eric Roberts, Derek Jacobi, and Jeffrey Beavers. It was released in 2021. So overall, as the final episode of Series 10, this episode is just really, really darn good, and of course we'll see more of the 12th and First Doctor in the following episode, Twice Upon a Time, which we'll look at next week, so yeah. So overall, I give The Doctor Falls 4 sonic screwdrivers out of 5. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you do, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it around, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload videos, and if you want to help support the channel further, then be sure to check out my Patreon page. Link is always in the description below. Anyway, until next time, this is Soothing Queen saying, "Oh my giddy aunt! When I say run, run!" I'm Marissa Pelair with Neutron Flow. Would you look at Julie, baby? Fantastic! Allons-y! Geronimo! Bow ties are cool, fezzes are cool, and Stetsons are cool.